Agug, you want play games? Oog, what is games? I don't know, like Uno or something. Uno fun. Millions of years pass. Hey man, you wanna play Apex Legends? Most of us have never even been close to joining an esports team or playing anything competitively, except for me. First esports team in high school, ladies and gentlemen. We won one league game ever. But most of you guys have never even touched esports, and that's the norm. Games are meant to be played for fun, to have a little giggle. Think about Overwatch 1 on release date. The game was some of the most fun you could have online because it was for the casual player. 6v6, so even if you are screwing around, you've got 5 other guys you could pick up the slack. You could play 6 Winstons. Competitive game modes were there and they were easily accessible for those who wanted to play. Role queue was only a nightmare and not actually in the game. And then it devolved. The game changed to a more competitive 5v5 format. Little squeaky voiced teenagers who think they're on top of the world load up a game and start talking so much shit, you'd swear they put their ass up to the mic. Switch off Hanzo or I throw. Where is my mercy? BG guys, please report Anya for throwing. Like, who the fuck are you? And don't even get me started on when the actual esports players join the lobby. Everybody wants to play like the big leagues and make plays like the pros when they're still busy playing with one hand. Slowly but surely, the conditioning in our brains is changing to favor being better than everybody else over generally having fun. This is a real theory coined by Dr. Tajiko Futanari in 2003 in his book 100 Rules for a Happy Life. Don't believe me? Google Futanari Rule 34. Most games are for some reason or the other balanced completely around the whims of the people playing at the highest level.
I think you should die.
Esports comp players have the loudest whines because they get the most attention in their respective games. This often results in nipping stats and features for being 2% too strong, changing entire identities of weapons and unlocks and strategies, and slowly poisoning any fun in the hopes of eventually just having another reaction speed test instead of a game. Some other games like Counter-Strike, however, actually benefited from their esports and comp scenes, turning the games from run-of-the-mill online shooters into like the college rugby of gaming. Everybody gets behind their favorite teams, they shit talk people who root for other teams, they go to big events like Worlds, and the game itself works almost exactly the same in casual versus on the stage. Little Timmy watches his favorite G4 rollout on the big screen in his dad's office and downloads the game on his little laptop to do the exact same thing, and he has a blast dying over and over. It's like playing a sport with your friends. The community that was fostered around the comp CSGO scene trickling down to casual, in my experience, are some of the funniest and most chill people I've ever met. They love their game, and sometimes the game even loves them back. Now, I'm not saying the game is devoid of sweats and streamers, it's just that the average player is more friendly here. Usually though, what happens when a game gets esportalized is it loses its whole identity and becomes just another gooch moisture measuring competition. In the case of what happened to TF2, Valve spent way too much time and resources balancing the game around the whims and wishes of the top 1% of comp players, to the point where casual games went from fucking around for an hour to 4 short 10-minute bursts of competitive taste testing. The trickle-down comp balance here has been trickling down my nuts. Valve made a million balance changes that nobody asked for or agreed with, and instead of reverting or changing them again, they just left. They're gone. The game was neutered and hammered into a shape it never could have been, but thankfully the soul of the game could never be patched away. I was playing Moss Rock on defense the other day, and a guy types in chat, 4 scouts and 2 spies, GG guys, with an ellipse like a moody high schooler fishing for compliments, before the match has even started. Later in the match, the same guy tried to kick someone for being AFK. It was a Sunday. The AFK dude was doing his dishes in between lives. I know this because he came back to tell us while the vote kick against him was going. I'm glad to report, however, that the picosecond that the vote failed, someone else called a vote on the first guy, and he got unanimously laughed off the server and banned Lamau. Now, just so I'm not talking about TF2 in the last section of the video again, let's talk mainstream. Let's talk Marvel Rivals and Fortnite. Rivals is the newest successful hero shooter shooter in a saturated genre, and you can really see the competitiveness in its design. The gameplay heavily favors support healing characters to the degree where if you don't have one and the enemy team does, you just lose. They rectified the issue of support being a chore to play by making them fun. I know, a revolutionary new concept. Also, really easy to play with one hand. Now Fortnite, or Fortnite as I like to call it, has taken maybe the most insane long-shot strategy to cater to more casual players that I've ever seen, and it's the reason I play the game at all. Fortnite esports revolves around who can build better. Build, build, build. Lego building noise. Eiffel Tower joke. The building in Fortnite is such a dividing factor between the casuals and the pro leaguers. The pros shit on the noobs, and the noobs stop playing and buying Weezer in the item shop. This loses money. How do we fix this, Tim? Building is like the core feature of our game. Easy. Get rid of building entirely. But Tim, that would kill the game. Okay, so make it a different mode. Build and no build. Would you rather have unlimited build and no fun, or build, unlimited build, but no build? No build is more approachable, more noob friendly, still allows for skill expression, and gives everyone a more level fighting chance. Fuck build. All my homies hate playing build. Now listen, I had a lot of foul smelling thralls in the comments of my sweats video. Type some shit like,
"Get good, loser. You play competitive games and expect people to not be competitive. Like, what? I can have fun winning. I am intelligent."
let me specify. I'm not saying you can't play to win or can't have fun if you play competitively. What I am saying is, for the love of God, please stop being so salty about other people playing how they want to or playing badly in non-competitive modes and trying to play fun police. Let people enjoy things like how your mama enjoys my